My teacher called me the R word in front of the whole class. She didn't know my hearing aid records everything. I've been hearing impaired since I was born. I'm 15 now. I wear hearing aids in both ears. And yeah, they work fine. Better than fine, actually. They're Bluetooth, connect to an app on my phone, and I can record audio through them. It's supposed to be for lectures, reviewing stuff I missed. That's why I started recording Mrs. Blair's chemistry class, not because I thought she'd say something worth keeping. Mrs. Blair had been teaching for over 20 years. Everyone knew she was impatient. Everyone knew she didn't like repeating herself, but I didn't realize how much she hated it until I became the kid who kept asking. It started small, sighs when I raised my hand, eye rolls when I asked her to repeat something. She talked to the board half the time and mumbled the other half. When I couldn't hear her, she acted like I wasn't trying hard enough. My friend Kira warned me. She said Blair had been getting worse. I didn't listen. I just kept recording. The first time it happened, I told myself it wasn't that bad. I asked her to repeat a formula. She sighed like I'd asked her to donate a kidney. Then she repeated it so slowly the whole class got uncomfortable. Hydrogen peroxide. Got it. I nodded, moved on. The second time was harder to ignore. She was facing the board, explaining something I couldn't hear. I asked her to repeat it. She turned around and looked right at me. Maybe if you paid attention instead of relying on those things, you'd hear me. That was the first time she pointed at my ears when she said those things, like my hearing aids were a crutch, like I was cheating. I felt my face get hot. I didn't say anything. Neither did anyone else. The third time was today. She was already in a mood, rushing through the lab procedure, talking to the board, mumbling worse than usual. I raised my hand. Mrs. Blair, could you repeat that last part? She froze. Her back was still to the class. I watched her shoulders rise. Then she turned around and under her breath, but not under enough, she said it. Maybe if you weren't so retarded, you'd get it the first time. Retarded. Yeah, we all knew what she meant. She wasn't slick. The room went silent. Dead silent. The kind of silence where you can hear yourself blink. She looked around, saw the faces, realized what had just happened. I didn't say anything, she said quickly. I stared at her. You sure about that? Yes. You must have misheard me. She almost looked relieved, like she'd found the perfect defense. Blame the deaf kid's ears. I pulled out my phone. Her face changed. What are you doing? I opened my app, the one connected to my hearing aids, found today's recording and pressed play. Her voice came out of my phone speaker loud and clear. Maybe if you weren't so retarded, you'd get it the first time. The whole class heard it again. Mrs. Blair's face drained. I've never actually seen someone's face lose color before. Now I have. That's illegal, she said. Her voice was shaking. You can't record without permission. I didn't respond to that. I just opened my email, typed in the principal's email, Mr. Donovan, attached the file. Subject, Mrs. Blair, chemistry class, today's recording. Sent it while she stood there watching. She didn't move, didn't speak, just watched me destroy her career in real time. When I was done, I looked up at her. You know what the funny thing is? I asked you to repeat things because my hearing aids work fine. You just mumble. I paused. Maybe speak up. 30 kids dead silent, all of them looking at her, none of them looking away. She was gone before the bell rang, escorted out by the vice principal. Administrative leave that afternoon. She doesn't teach there anymore. The principal apologized to my parents. I sat there and nodded. Kira caught up with me after school. Did you plan that? I shook my head. No, I was just recording for notes. Got lucky. She didn't buy it. That wasn't luck. You were ready. Maybe when you spend 15 years proving you heard what you actually heard, you stop trusting people to tell the truth. You keep receipts. And when someone calls your hearing aids those things and thinks they can get away with calling you the R word, you hit play. Turns out my hearing is fine. She's the one who needed to listen.